where we were opening up the doors to the olam, to the beyond, to the other, to the unknown. So what were they seeing that evoked this response?
Hi guys, and welcome back to High Vibe Aspirations. And today we're going to talk about something you didn't know about Moses' encounter with God. Let's get right into the video.
Mauro. I love Mauro's treatment of the word 𝀭🀑. Now, the way it gets translated in English is rather perplexing and vague. It comes out as the word glory. And in religious usage, glory becomes such a vague word that it almost means nothing more than wow. When people say glory, they mean wow. It's the wow of God. But you know, even in that association, I think there is a reminder of the original response of people to the 𝀭𝀑 of Yahweh. So what were they seeing that evoked this response?
So real quick, the word 𝀭𝀑 is the Hebrew original word used to describe what Moses said. And he mentioned God's glory. He could not see God's glory. God had to show him his glory at a particular time. So the word 𝀭𝀑 is the original Hebrew word that was used. How it was translated incorrectly from Hebrew to Greek and then on to how we use it in English. So let's get back to the video.
I don't think the word means wow, just to clarify. I agree with Mauro that the usage in the Hebrew texts suggests we are looking at something objective, something physical, something material. It's something local. It's here and not here in Exodus 33. Now it's in the sky, now it's on the ground in Exodus 16. Now it's moving across the mountainous terrain of Sinai in Exodus 33. So I have come to the same conclusion. We are looking at something local, physical, material, objective. So to return for a moment to the point where we left off in episode 5 in Psalm 24, where we were opening up the doors to the olam, to the beyond, to the other, to the unknown, waiting for something to come through that doorway. And what we were waiting for was Melech 𝀭𝀑, the king with his 𝀭𝀑. I'm going to argue that what comes through that doorway is something physical and material, something objective. So what is it, this 𝀭𝀑, that comes through? Now, to get a better idea of what this 𝀭𝀑 is, I want to go back to Exodus 33. Now, the way it's translated at the moment is fascinating, but clearly indicates there's something else going on that we've not quite got to in today's translations. When Moses asks Yahweh if he can see Yahweh's 𝀭𝀑, Yahweh says, no, that's not possible. You can't see my, and here's the conventional translation, you can't see my glory face to face, except it will kill you. So he can't see the glory of Yahweh face to face without being killed, and yet he's been talking face to face with Yahweh for several days and he's not been killed. And so the answer rolls like this: no, you can't see my glory or it will kill you, except when you can. And now you've asked, you can't. You can't see my glory, but you can see my goodness, but you can only see my goodness from behind. But only after the mountainside has been cleared of people and animals. And then you can see my goodness as it moves away from you, but you'll have to be hidden in a cleft in the rock in order not to be killed in the process. Now, that really is not a coherent picture, is it? Any reader is left absolutely baffled by what we're told there. And I'm not saying that out of any disrespect to the translators, because I think what's happening here is that something material and physical is being described. I happen to believe it's technology. And for centuries, we've had generations of Bible translators who had no technological grid by which to understand what was happening in this moment. Their view was they were translating a spiritual phenomenon, and so they looked for spiritual language. And so 𒀭🀾 becomes goodness, 𒀭🀾 becomes glory, 𒀭🀾 means face to face. But those translations don't work. Now, I am going to suggest that 𒀭🀾 is a craft, and that the reason that Moses cannot see the 𒀭🀾 𒀭🀾 when it launches is that we're talking about a launch of heavy equipment. 𒀭🀾, heavy thing. And that the thing that's going to move away from him, that's going to launch and he's going to see, but protected in the cleft of the rock, is the goods, not goodness. It's heavy equipment. And that 𒀭🀾 is not face to face, it's talking about out in the open, on the surface. I believe Yahweh is saying to Moses, you cannot be out in the open when the big heavy thing launches. You will be able to see the heavy equipment moving away from you, but you will have to be sheltered in a cleft in the rock.
So that's it for that, guys. I was trying to say, let me know what you think. What do you think about this information? Like I said, this information may be offensive to some people, but if this is the type of content that you're interested in, you have questions about these things, maybe you are a Bible scholar yourself, what do you think about some of the information, the interpretations of these words, and what does it mean for you? Does it change how you view the Bible? Does it change how you view Christianity itself? Let us know, and let's get a discussion started in the comment section. So I think that's all for me today. I thought there was some really great points brought up there, especially the whole idea about why, if God is everything, but why was he not able to protect Moses during his interaction? I know a lot of people say, oh, because his glory was so overwhelming, too powerful, it would take him out just because of God's presence. But God had been speaking and corresponding with him prior to that time. And why would Moses feel the need to ask God to show him his glory? So those are some important questions. Let me know what you guys think of those questions. And until next time, I will chat with you guys later. Bye-bye.